Hello, welcome to Think Fast. It's the fast quiz on a Thursday. You got to answer fast with your fast answers. Oh, was that a bit loud? It wasn't really Beans. Beans can't talk. It's me. But yes, what she said. Welcome. Happy Thursday. Happy almost Friday. Almost weekend. It's Think Fast, the speedy quiz for speedy quizzes. So the quicker you answer, the more points you get. I'm sure most of you have played before. What have we got? 7 people in. We'll give the stream just started a second ago, so we'll give people another minute or two to, if they're just arriving on the stream now, to open up Kahoot in their browser and enter the game PIN, which is that 7-digit number at the top of the screen there. That's how you play along. And so people can also be happy with their selected screen name. People like to mess around with that. We found before the quiz starts. Talking dog. Oh, I've inspired someone. All right. So yeah, you know the score. Those of you who follow our Monday quizzes will know that the Thursday quiz a little bit different vibe. And also, it's over and done with pretty quickly as well. Raining in the Netherlands. It's quite nice out here. 8 teams. Okay, no, it's just a bot. There's a bot in the chat. But you probably can't see it because it seems to only be on our Twitch chat. And I think most of you are probably watching on YouTube. So I am just responding to a bot that none of you can even see. All right, so that's 9 teams in. Usually we consider like 9 or 10 about the time to start the stream. And anyone that joins us afterwards, they're able to enter that game pin, which will move to the bottom right of the screen. So if you are just getting on the stream now, we can't see the game pin at this precise moment, but now you can. There it is, bottom right of the screen. You're able to join in at any time. Oh, my lovely assistant indicating it there with the cursor. So it's the 29th of April edition of Think Fast. And remember, faster answers equal more points. So we're going to kick things off without any further ado with our headlines round. You know how it works. If you've ever seen How I Got News for You, you just fill in the blank from these recent headlines with the correct word or phrase that we've obscured. So you've got 30 seconds, or probably a bit less because of the lag, but let's get it started. First headline. This one comes from BuzzFeed. Mark Zuckerberg claims he wore too much blank to trick the paparazzi. Is that foundation, sunscreen, hair gel, or fake tan? Damn, the bots are really on us today. I thought you could. There's like a bot that goes around on like just auto filling in Kahoot answers, and it's like limited to like 40 or something. There must be a whole swarm of bots on us right now. I don't know what we've done to attract their attention today. Well, we're out of time, but the bots are still streaming in. And they distributed their answers pretty evenly, so we don't know how well our real players have done until we take a look at the scoreboard. Oh my lord, this is going to totally mess things up. Let's have a look. Yeah, so Jessica's going to try and boot the bots from the game. So yeah, we're going to try and just get all these guys eliminated from the scoreboard. Oh, 88th. That's a bit worse than usual. All right, next up from National Geographic. Well, they're still here. Rent blank trend spikes during pandemic. Is that donkey, kitten? No. I'm just gonna. I think what Jessica's going to do, we're going to restart. So you get another shot at question one. We're just going to restart the thing. You will unfortunately have to re-enter the game pin. But yeah, I think that was going to be too difficult to play with literally 1,000 bots. Okay, so here we go. Take two. Hopefully we don't attract a bot swarm this time. You know, we'll sometimes get a few for like a couple of questions. Never seen. We're changing some privacy settings. And we'll see if that makes a difference. All right. What do you think, Beans? What do you think of those bots? You gonna hunt them? She can smell something down here. She keeps acting like there's a mouse in the basement. Can you sniff out those bots? Can you go hunt them? Yeah. So if you play with us regularly, you'll have seen from time to time we get a mini swarm that lasts for like half a round. And they never really meaningfully impact the scores. They usually show up for some reason during the type in the answer round, which is the round that they are unable to participate in. But yeah, this is a little bit more than we've had to deal with in the past. So Jessica's going to edit privacy. Here we go again. So we've got a new game pin, 7-digit code at the top there. And we'll give you all another minute or two to re-enter. Obviously, you got to type in the digits and type in your screen name. So we'll give you a minute to get that done. Fingers crossed. I don't really know what goes on behind the scenes, so I'm not exactly sure what has been changed. But hopefully, it will keep away the swarm. All right, and everyone's filtering back in. Lovely jubbly. Maybe people who were late to arrive might be able to get in as well. So I don't know if anyone was showing up a shade late. But yeah, you now have your chance to get in on the action. Or maybe we've lost people who are scared of the bot swarm. But we've got 8 people in. We had 9 before, I think. Maybe, yes, Justina. So I think that's everyone that was here. So in case you were a 10th, you've still got the chance to join. But we're going to get started anyway. So we've already done the preamble. We're going to get straight on to question 1. So fill in the blanks. First one. Boop, boop, must paint sunflowers. So again, Mark Zuckerberg claims he wore too much blank to trick the paparazzi. And you already know the answer to this one, but I think probably you all did pretty well on that the first time around. That sunscreen pick went pretty viral, pretty famous. But Vermeer beer being the fastest to answer. That one was just pure speed. All right. So second one from National Geographic. Rent a blank trend spikes during pandemic. Donkey, kitten, chicken, or raccoon. And about half, or just under half of our players going for the correct answer, chicken. Okay. And that means Mr. Quizda in the lead, Botman in second place. A lot of movement there, everyone moving up. Our third headline comes from The Local. Swedish islanders want to stay away from explosive blank. Explosive blank. Is that whale, toilet, geyser, or wreck? I never know how to pronounce that word. And whale is the correct answer. 2/3 of our players getting it right. And that puts Botman in the lead. We've got a lot of bots in the top 5 still. Oh dear. And our fourth headline comes from Fox News. Virginia Girl Scouts are using blank to dispatch cookies. Is that a drone delivery service, miniature ponies, trained falcons, or vaccine centers? All right. And again, about half of our quizzes getting the correct answer there. It was a drone delivery service. So Van Gogh bot at the top. And our final headline comes from Reuters. No more blank for bitcoins as Turkey's crypto payment ban looms. Is that baklava, delight, bazaars, or kebabs? So we're really just seeing that, you have all the facts of the story, but how have Reuters chosen to present this information? Thank you. I thought baklava flows better. But no, they went with kebabs. If they'd literally spent 2 seconds thinking, like, what else comes from Turkey? Bitcoin for baklava sounds a lot better. So I appreciate the majority of you going for that. But yeah, kebabs is what they wrote. So no movement in the top 5 there. So that means the end of round 1. Van Gogh bot in the top spot. Whoa, not very rhymey. Okay, so produce an answer. We've got 5 pictures of maybe slightly more unusual fruits and vegetables, and you're going to choose the correct name for each one. Simple enough. Multiple choice trivia stuff. Let's see the first picture and your options to choose from. All right, so there's the picture, and is that a wild peanut, soybeans, tamarind, or kumquat? So how adventurous are you with your produce selections when you go shopping? And about half of our players correctly getting that. That's tamarind. Used in curries a lot. Probably more familiar with it in paste form. All right, and Van Gogh bot still in the top, but three quizzes moving up the rankings. Okay, our next piece of mystery produce is that bitter melon, rocoto pepper, Egyptian loofah, or carambola. All right, and spread out answers there. No one going for loofah. Yeah, about a third of you going for bitter melon, which is the correct answer. You often see it in its unripe green form. That's what it looks like when it's ripe, yellow and bursting open with little red pods inside. It's very bitter, although I've only had it when it's green. Maybe it's less bitter when it's ripe. Okay, and Mr. Quizzer and Talking Dog Bot moving up the rankings there. Next one, what's this? Is that rutabaga, kohlrabi, jicama, or daikon? And most of you correctly identifying kohlrabi there. Yeah, they're all kind of similar-ish turnipy things, but that was a kohlrabi. Oh, Beans wants to hop down. Off you go, Beans. Oh. All right, next up, what is this? Is it lychee, mangosteen, dragon fruit, or rambutan? So you can see it's pretty wacky looking. And most people weren't going for lychee. Lychee is very similar on the inside. The fruit, it's the flesh of the fruit in shape and flavor, very similar, but they kind of have a kind of slightly spiky horned skin. Rambutan is the answer there. It's got those long strings on it. And Vermeer beer, the only correct answer there, shoots them straight into first place. So our fifth and final, what is this? Is that a custard apple, a maracuja, kuya, a prickly pear, or salak? Whoa, Black Betty, rambutan. I always get that, what's that Skrillex song? Bangarang. I always get that stuck in my head from rambutan. And about half of you correctly guessing that's prickly pear. It's a type of cactus fruit. Maracuya, kuha, that is a different word for passion fruit. All right, so about half of you getting points there. That moves Frank into second place. So we're moving on to our put in order round. It's a sporty kind of round this time. So you're going to put these sports in order according to the number of players on a team. And that's playing at any given time, not the whole roster, just how many players are playing at any given time. We've got 4 different sports. You're going to put them in order from the least to the most. So that's from top to bottom or from left to right. You're starting with the fewest number of players per team and you're going up to the most. Let's see what sports you have to choose from. So put these sports in order by number of players, smallest first. So depending on how your device is displaying it, that'll either be going from left to right, like you can see here, or from top to bottom, as it will show on some phones. It can sometimes be a bit tricky to drag these things around. Just figuring out how to work this interface is, I think, gets you points here. You can see there the sports to choose from: football, rugby union, beach volleyball, and basketball. Okay, and about 2/3 of you correctly getting the order. Beach volleyball, 2 players on a team. Basketball, 5. Football, whether it's American or association, has 11 players put on each team. And rugby union, 15. All right, and that moves a Botman and the Pub Smith into 4th and 5th, respectively. Vermeer Beer still in the lead. Our next round, movie links. So with this, we're going to reveal 5 movies over the course of the minute. So you'll start with 1 movie, and then by about the halfway point, you'll have all 5, and you have to, you have to choose the actor that links all 5 movies. So if you think you've got it after 2 movies, you can type the name in straight away. If you think you need all 5, you're obviously going to be more certain. So you're more likely to get it right, but you're giving up speed points. We only need the surname. So any of you who've played these type in the answer rounds on Kahoot before, you know it's very unforgiving. You have to really type in exactly the required answer. So to keep things simpler in terms of spelling and spaces, messing things up, only the surname of the actor, please. Yeah, also be careful of typos. There's always at least one every week, but watch out for typos. Let's show the first one. You'll see how it works. So every few seconds we'll reveal an additional movie that this actor was in. When you think you've got the actor, just type in their surname. So first movie, Mandy. Next one, City of Angels. Next, we have Raising Arizona. Then we have The Rock. Some people going in just on 3 movies. Someone's going in on 4. Our final one, Gone in 60 Seconds. So some of our more foolhardy, headstrong players they're getting their answers in before all the movies have been revealed. Now we've got all 5 movies revealed there. So can you get the surname only, of the actor who appears in all of these movies? And oh, the video runs out a few seconds with a few seconds left. But people going Cage or Johnson. Yeah, 7 of you correctly getting that it's Nicolas Cage. And Vermeer Beer maintaining his lead, although it shrinks a little, with a 5-answer streak there. Good job, Vermeer Beer. All right, next one. So you understand the format now. Let's see, what's the first movie? Jurassic Park. Well, a lot of actors in that. Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. People already, answers coming in. Spider-Man, Far From Home. So your videos might be a little bit ahead of the stream just because there was a little lag for this video to start playing. Next up, The Incredibles. And finally, Snakes on a Plane. So we had answers coming in quickly again. Some very confident quizzes. And we'll see how you guys have done. It's really... Do you wait till you've got all 5 for the greatest chance of success? I've tried to set it up so usually the 5th movie revealed will pretty much give it away. Oh, some people just going on 1 movie. That is reckless. Reckless. Yes. Samuel L. Jackson is in Jurassic Park. Not Sam Neill, not Jeff Goldblum. Yes, so the answer there, Jackson. Oh yes, that was a gamble for those of you who tried to go off Jurassic Park alone. All right, next up in Name the Actor. And we've got Contagion, another movie with a lot of actors in it. Heavenly Creatures. The Reader. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. And Titanic. So the big clue saved for the end again. Most answers in. But yes, type quickly, not too quickly. Don't make a typo. We've accounted for a couple of spellings on this one. I don't know if that counts as an additional clue. Okay, just a couple seconds left, guys. And yes, we not Gwyneth Paltrow. We accounted for 2 spellings of Winslet, 1 T or 2, just as well we did because someone went with 2 T's, and it seems a bit harsh to lose a point on that. Not Gwyneth Paltrow, I'm afraid. And that means Van Gogh Bot climbing the rankings. So is Talking Dog Bot. The bot's still hanging in there. Vermeer Beer still in the lead, pretty healthy lead, but I wouldn't quite call it a safe lead. We all know how this game can go. Next up on Name the Actor. The Jungle Book. Zombieland. The Royal Tenenbaums. Lost in Translation. The answer's starting to filter in from our early guesses. And Ghostbusters. So you now have all 5 movies revealed. Can you guess who it is? Real variety in type of role here. Yeah. Oh, it's the case every week, isn't it? Somewhat people sacrificing accuracy for speed. It's a real balancing act. Okie doke. So let's see what the answer was. I think everyone got this one. Well, everyone who got their answer in. Yeah, it's Bill Murray. Bill Murray. So 8 of you correctly getting that answer there. And who was fastest? Talking Dogbot and Justina doing well out of that question. So this is our final name the actor question. So let's have a look. Remember, surnames only. First up, Minions. Crash. Demolition Man. Speed. And finally, Gravity. Oh, we got some. I don't expect many of our viewers to be super well acquainted with the voice cast of Minions. So I'm curious. I'm curious at when some of those guesses came in. If we have any Stallones waiting for us. We didn't account for every possible spelling of Bullock, but yeah, half of you got Sandy B's surname spelled correctly. And Renegade Bastards and the Pope Smith climbing into the top 5. I think the first time for Renegade Bastard. Good to see you. Vermeer Beer still holding on to that top spot, but everything can change. As we know, in the final round, it's the either or round. So it's pretty much a 50-50 chance on all of these. The categories this time are, is it a Harry Potter spell or a Silicon Valley startup? So if it's a spell, they're all canonical spells from the Harry Potter extended universe. Or it's a Silicon Valley startup. I mean, that's self-explanatory. Real companies, real tech companies. So let's have a look, and you're going to guess which one each one is. So first up in spell or startup, Confluent. Confluent. What's Confluent? Oh, everyone getting that one correct. It's a startup. It's like a data management app. All right. Good start. Next on spell or startup, Nox. Is that a spell or a startup? And about a 50-50 split here. But yes, it's a spell. It's if you have the light spell on your wand, you say Nox to turn it off in the Harry Potter books. Pope Smith and Frank climbing there. Vermeer Beer holding on though. Next up in spell or startup, Point Me. Is that a spell or a startup? Let's see. And again, a minority going for the correct answer this time. It's a spell of Hermione Granger's own devising. It's like a compass spell. I don't know why that would be a modern spell. You'd think that'd be one of the first ones they'd come up with, but there you go, I guess. Frank got that one right. And let's have a look at the next one. Spell or startup number 4. Pactum. And again, a minority going for the correct answer. It's a startup. I think it's like automates negotiations, I believe is what this one does. Okay, Renegade Bastard and Poop Smiths in a real back and forth to stay in the top 5. But Vermeer Beer may have it in the bag. We'll see how this last question goes. So last one, spell or startup, Langlock. And again, a minority of people. It's a spell. It's like a tongue-tying spell that Snape uses. And we'll see. First of all, thank you all for coming. As always, a lot of fun. And despite the bot swarm at the start, we still managed to get everything finished pretty promptly when we usually finish. Our next quiz will be our full-length Monday quiz on Monday, the 3rd of May. That will be 8 p.m. London. It's 9 p.m. Amsterdam/Berlin, or 2 p.m. Chicago time zone where we are. And for those of you who play it, you know how that works. It's a longer quiz, not so speed focused. And we'll be back at the same time next week for the speed quiz again. Also, next Thursday will be when we get our second vax as well. So thanks for playing, guys. Let's see. We know that 3 people got the answer right on the last one. Let's have a look. So Van Gogh Bot in 3rd place. In 2nd place, Botman, which means Vermeer Beer holding on to that lead they'd held for pretty much the last 2/3 of the quiz. That means Frank and Renegade Bastard round out the top 5. Congratulations, Vermeer Beer. Great job. All right. Thanks for playing, guys. See you on Monday if you're coming to the Monday quiz. If not, we'll see you next Thursday for another speed quiz. And stay safe out there, guys. Bye-bye.